Pre-Module 4, Solving Proportions. A proportion is when we have two equal ratios, and ratios are simply fractions. So this is a proportion, fraction equal to fraction, two equal ratios. Anybody remember the way we solve ratios? We will cross multiply. So we'll multiply the two diagonals. This is called product of the extremes equals product of the means. Anyhow, x times 9 is 9x, and 2 times 7 is 14. To solve this is a one-step equation that we talked about just recently. This is multiplied, so we will divide by 9 to get rid of the 9, cancel it out, and our answer is 14 over 9. If you want a decimal, that's 1.5 repeating. The second example, when we cross multiply here, we end up with 11a equals 9 times 4 is 36. Get rid of the 11 that's in front of the a. We will divide by 11, so a equals 36 divided by 11, or 3.27 repeating. We cross multiply on this one. We get 20 equals 12y. If you don't like having the y on the right side, you can switch it around and write 12y equals 20. We're going to have to divide by the 12 because we want to get the y by itself. And that will give us, let's see, reduce this, we're going to end up with 5 over 3, and a decimal would be 1.6 repeating if you want the decimal answer there. One more before we do the doozy. 9 times b is 9b, 11 times 4 is 44. To get the b by itself and get rid of the 9, you will divide by 9 on both sides. 44 divided by 9, or if you want the decimal, 4.8 repeating. Now, here's the doozy. We're still going to cross multiply, but what are we going to have to do when we cross multiply these? It is 7 times the x minus 2, not just 7 times the x, 7 times all of it, and 5 times the x plus 4. So what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to distribute to everything. So the 7 has to get distributed to the x and the 2 there. The 5 has to get distributed to the x and the 4 there. So this will be 7x minus 14 and 5x plus 20. Now this has quite a few steps here. We have x's on both sides of the equal sign that we need to get out of there. So we need to subtract 5x on both sides. That'll give us 2x minus 14 equals 20. Add 14, gets rid of the 14, and we have 2x equals 34. And finally we can divide by 2, which means x equals 17. We can check this if we put this back up in here. 17 minus 2 is 15 over 5, which is really just 3. 17 plus 4 is 21, divided by 7 is also 3. So we can see, this is kind of our check here, we can see how that's possible for this situation.